Hey everybody, Old Man Crypto here, trying to take the intimidation out of crypto for us old folks. It's been one of those Bitcoin Mondays, okay? So I got beat up this morning when the market just shot up, and we're going to take a look at it. Be right back. Okay, so here's the chart that we were looking at last night, and you can see, yes, we did have a nice trajectory today when the market opened up on this Monday. One of the things we didn't talk about last night was the way the weekends end up slowing down on Bitcoin a little bit, and we end up seeing that whole rocket shoot up just about the time that the East Coast woke up. So let's just take a look at the chart again. I want to calm you guys down a little bit. I got totally beat up today because we were running down this trend line right here, and then you can see we just took this lift up. Now I am still on the 6 hour that we were talking about last night, and yes, we are testing right now that 1 week average, moving average, right in here. If we start drilling down, you can also see on the RSI, we're moving up still. Let's just, so that was, let's just go ahead and zoom back in instead of on the 4 hour. We'll just go straight to the 2. So on the 2 hour, we have crossed that 1 week average, right there, which we also did right here. Not quite the same pattern, but you can see there was a lot of green, then some red. We might go up a little bit more, and then we can cross back down over that 1 week pattern again. Now remember, we were looking at the 28th as that area where something could happen. On the 2 hour, we're seeing that the RSI is trending back down. So that leads us to believe that we could go back below that 1 week average again and then start bouncing off of this trend line one more time. We could launch back up and start trending off of this upper trend line, or at least, if anything, based upon the last, the other trends. Again, this is 6 hour. We could see us bouncing off of that and coming back down. But this is still the key point. Now, remember last night we also looked at over here, taking this Fibonacci out to where it broke down here, right? Which puts us even further out to more like the 23rd of March. So that's where, again, we start getting into, can Bitcoin hit 5,000, right? And so if we start looking at that Fibonacci, then this is not that radical. Again, we're going to hit off of here. We've done it before and come back down. We hit off here. We start coming back on this trend line again. I guess what I'm saying is a couple things. One is, if you can't handle 5 to 10% swings, don't put your money in Bitcoin. Two is, don't look at very short segments of time where you're going to get frustrated and scared. The third thing is, I am not a financial advisor. I'm just showing you how I'm looking at the charts. And, if you agree, fine. You should always do your own research. You should never invest more money than you have. But it's frustrating, right? It's a wait and see game. These are just indicators. This is just data, and we're trying to look at the data to give us some kind of predictions, but there is no crystal ball. All I can say is this doesn't worry me right now. I like that little bit of red there. I like the way this RSI is going. We've seen this fake out before. Boom, 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 boom. We've seen it, okay? So whether we're using this long-term Fibonacci here into March, or whether we're using this short-term Fibonacci here, oops, sorry, something moved somewhere. Anyway, you saw it before. I don't want to make this video longer than it needs to be. Doesn't matter. Whether we're looking at the 28th or whether we're looking out further, don't let this get you too scared. Where you need to start analyzing for yourself what's going to happen, or we'll do it together, is what happens over these next, now again, this is 2 hours, right? What happens over our 6 hour period, okay? Now on the 6 hour, we're still on the uptrend, right? We're still on the uptrend on the 6 hour, both in the RSI. I'm going to take this off just so it's not distracting. We're still on an uptrend. We don't have any red in there. We are looking at our 1 week average and we're bumping our head against it, right? So, what can happen? It's Bitcoin. It's the crypto market, right? Anything can happen. But we're going to go with the data the way it shows us right now. And we're going to, I am going to look at this and say, we're going to hit our head on that 1 week. We're going to come back down on this trend line that we've been seeing. And we'll go from there. That's me. And maybe because I don't want to freak out, but that's what I'm looking at. So stop beating me up. Do your own research. There's the 2 hour again. We got some negative, we got some red in there, which again in the RSI going down, which again could reinforce the thing that my thought that we can break through this 1 week trend line again and come back down where we were at for the short term at least. We'll see again, hopefully that helps, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.